please come here. What's your name?
I'm from Germany actually. I'm not from here.
That's fine. That's fine. But you can.
2 minutes. Give me.
Yeah. Any version of Islam you follow, I challenge you, is not even the Islam of Quran.
Okay.
But even if you follow the Islam of Quran, I challenge you again. Quran itself testifies
you,
it is
Christian
not
or
from God.
what are
I am
you?
a Christian.
Okay.
Do you read the Quran in your Quran?
In Arabic, English,
In Arabic.
German.
But is your mother tongue Arabic?
I'm half Egypt, half German.
So you speak Arabic?
Yeah, I speak.
Okay. Can you cite, using the Quran, can you demonstrate that the messenger of Allah in the Quran ever spoke to Allah? Or ever received any revelation, angelic visitation from Allah? Can you demonstrate that reading the Quran?
Yeah. There is a verse, Surah Al-Qamar, وَلَا يَنطِقُ وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. This means that he doesn't speak from his own. It's a revelation which he gets.
But this is the problem I have. Yeah. Are you a Sunni Muslim, Shia? Sunni Muslim. Sunni Islam tells you, or any version of Islam today actually tells you that Muhammad had a visitation from an angel. An angel showed up. Yeah, showed up, and I'm asking about that revelation where someone showed up. You know, any Tom, Dick and Harry can go around today and imagine things. Yeah, and many are nutters. We know it. Yeah.
Many have psychological problems.
Psychological problems. So for us to demonstrate the Islamic Allah, the Islamic messenger did not have those problems, you need to demonstrate that he actually had a verifiable revelation from Allah. Verifiability is important. So reading the Quran.
Your point is more that you don't have the proof that really Gabriel came to him. That's your point.
Exactly. My number one, and number two, Islam tells you, Hadith Islam tells you that an angel came to visit him. But the Quran itself contradicts that claim.
It does contradict. It just doesn't mention it. It does contradict it. Where is the contradiction?
The contradiction is, okay, let me ask you a simple example, a simple question. Yeah, if you put yourself in the shoes of such a person, you actually met an angel like him, like brother. This is my brother Gordon. Like you are seeing him, you actually saw an angel. Yeah? Let's assume for a moment. And if I come and ask you, well, did you have any angel visit you? What would you say?
I would say yes. The angel visited me. Yeah.
So if I came to you and asked you, maybe a slightly different question, if I came and asked you, how do you know what you have is from God? What would you say?
I would say, first of all, it's like if you want now that I go to the Quranic.
No, just stick to your example, not Quran.
Yeah. If I would be Muhammad and your friend would be Gabriel, and you would ask me how, and you would ask me he's asking, yeah, no problem, and you would ask me what's my proof? I don't have a proof.
No, you won't have a proof, but would you at least mention this, that you actually met an angel?
Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, and of course, I mean...
But the Quran is not from the Prophet. That's
the point is this. In the Quranic text, multiple people ask the messenger of Allah, show us a sign, tell us, give us some indication.
Yeah.
He never ever says any angel visited him. In contrast, he actually goes on to say, no angel visited him.
Actually, he did that. He did it oftentimes, and I tell you something more. The first hadith of Sahih Muslim of the collection is the hadith of Jibreel. I don't know if you heard from the hadith of Jibreel that Jibreel came in the form of a human being to the Prophet, and he asked him three things: what is Islam, what is Ihsan, and what is Islam, what is Iman, and what is Ihsan? Those three questions.
You see the problem already? The problem is you follow hadiths, not the Quran.
Both. I have followed both.
No. But to explain Gabriel, you're going all the way to hadiths already. Do you see that? But can you use anything in the Quran to demonstrate that?
No, there is no explicit verse. What I know, there is no explicit verse that in the Quran that is written, or it's written that Gabriel came to Muhammad and preached him. There is no such a.
Good. So in other words, you're going to the hadiths.
Yeah. For this, but
for anything else.
But I don't need this saying an ayah that says Jibreel came to Muhammad and says. I don't need.
Why would you follow the Quran then?
Why
There
not?
is nothing to tell you that it is actually a revelation from God. Why would you follow the
It's
Quran?
a revelation from God. As I
How do you
said,
how would you know that?
It's in the Quran itself. It's written.
Show me. How do you please
It's-
explain to me how the Quran demonstrates
Yeah.
that the Quran is a verifiable revelation from God. Please choose any verse. You're an Arabic speaker.
Yeah, I said like in the beginning, وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. This means he speaks not from himself. It's a revelation what he gets.
Verifiable.
What do you mean fireable?
Well, I can go around saying I have heard from God right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't
I can write that down myself. I can write down on a paper. I have
If you have a book written which is in it like natural sciences and other and metaphorical sciences or miracles, then I would trust you. Yeah, but
sure. In other words, so far, just saying it is not sufficient. We can agree.
no, everybody can say it.
Exactly.
You need
Just
the proof,
saying.
so you need the proof.
Exactly.
Just
So
saying-
just saying isn't sufficient.
No.
So you're now going to science.
No, yeah.
Science and reveal miracles of some sort. Which? So are you going to science?
Not really. If I go to science, I mean more. I don't mean more with science. Why is she shouting like this? Yeah. Why? Not, if I go to science, I mean the miracles in the Quran.
The miracles. What miracles are there in the Quran?
It doesn't have something to do with the revelation from Jibreel, because this is your point. Your point is, okay, it's not written in the Quran. It's not written in the Quran that Jibreel came to Muhammad, right? This is your point.
No, it is written in the Quran that Gabriel could not have come because Muhammad explicitly states no angel visited him. Explicitly, all that he had.
There is no verse in the Quran. It's where it's written that there is no angel coming to me. There is no verse.
Surah 6. Surah Al-Anam. In Surah Al-Anam, it's explicit
Yeah.
that the messenger confesses no angel visited him, number one. And number two, all that he has, no angel visited him, number one. Yeah. All that he has is an inspiration. Surah Al-Anam. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my.
Is this your friend or something? You know her because she's also preaching about Jesus.
She's what?
Huh?
Yeah, she could be my friend. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you know what? I need to search something else. One
You
second.
can Google it. You can Google it.
No, one second. I forgot to bring my Quran today. Sorry. So,
You know why?
Surah. If you take Surah Al-Anam for me, please. One second, yeah.
Just stand there. Yeah, just stand there. Yeah.
Where is this?
Sorry, Surah. Surah Al-Anam, yeah. Verse 50. So, Surah Al-Anam, if you read the first few verses, yeah, it talks about people challenging the messenger. Yeah, whether in relation to angels visiting, angels coming with him, and so on. And at the end of in relation to summarizing, the messenger summarizes, and this is what he says.
It is good. It got me that I was thinking other things. I hadn't planned it anyway. And then I let him go what's that? I just feel like I said it off. And then I put it back.
Yeah, where is written that there is no angel came to Muhammad? It's not written there. Nor do I say to you that I am an angel. He himself says I'm not an angel, but that doesn't mean that an angel came to him.
But do you see my point? My point is, if you have ever met an angel, you don't have to prove to me. You only have met an angel, yeah? And if I come to you and say, well, why do you follow? why do you think you've got a message?
Yeah.
You would at least mention the fact that you met an angel.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but-
you?
Yeah, but
You wouldn't you?
I
You would.
I
Yeah.
If
Anyone
I-
would. Anyone sensible would.
But you think
Anyone
yeah.
sensible would say,
That's
you
a
know
good
what?
point. That's a good
I have met.
Yeah. Very
But when pressed for reasons,
The prophet,
what does he say?
the prophet mentioned it, but in the hadith, the prophet didn't mention it in the Quran because it's not from him.
No. Wait a second. Wait a second. When people challenge you,
Yeah, you
when
say-
people
you
challenge you,
say- you say-
you need to
you say-
please.
you
You need to one second. Listen to me, please. When people challenge you, how you know what you have is from God. One of the first things, if you have ever met an angel, one of the first things you would say is, I have met an angel. One of the first things you would say. Yeah,
That's the first thing he said.
no, but wait. He is now giving a reason. He is now describing how he has a revelation.
No.
He's describing that. When describing, is he even mentioning that there was an angel visiting?
You see the say in the beginning. Do you know what the say means? This means, "O Prophet, say that." That's a command from Allah. It's the same of "Qul huwallahu ahad." Say Allah is the one. So say means, say, "O Muhammad." This is not what he says. This is what he have to say. You understand?
Do you think human beings are sensible?
Of course.
Do you think Allah, God, is more sensible?
What do you mean,
More sensible,
What do you mean?
intelligent.
Yeah, of course.
Is God more intelligent? Now, if I come to ask you, a regular human being, how do you know what you've got is from God?
Yeah.
And you yourself know, if you have met an angel, that you should mention that.
He mentioned it.
And that is a sensible thing to do.
Yeah.
How much more would God know that he has to do it?
He did it already. He did it. Yeah, he
But
did-
Surah 6 Ayah 50, whether it is a command from Allah or not, the point simply is, when he was put to the test, he is just saying, I follow an inspiration. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, and I'm not an angel. This is what he said too.
Ignore that for a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Because that is actually solidifying my point. He's talking about angels.
Yeah.
Talking about angels, and he is talking about how he got the message, and he is saying, he is not mentioning that an angel ever visited him.
And you said because Allah is more intelligent, he should do it put it in this verse.
Absolutely.
But he don't have to do it because he did it already. He said it already. To
Where?
people.
Where?
He said it to Khadija. The first revelation he came.
It's not in the Quran. I'm talking about the Quran.
But you know,
Is Quran the word of God for you, or?
the God of Allah.
Okay.
Not the
I'll
God of-
take one example.
But you think it's the God of Muhammad, the word of Muhammad. You think all what we write.
What's your name? Sorry, did I ask your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Let me ask one step back.
Yeah.
My problem is not just this. Maybe you have heard what I've said. Yeah. Now take one step back. Every major aspect of Muhammad's life that you receive from the hadiths and seerah, the Quran contradicts. Every major aspect.
There is no.
Every major aspect. I'll give you an example. Yeah. Let's take the simple example of Hijrah. You know, Hijrah, you are told it's from Mecca to Medina
Yeah.
after pagan Meccan Arabs persecute Muhammad.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. And Hijrah is you would go, today your calendar, Islamic calendar is based on Hijrah. But did you know that the Quran doesn't mention such a Hijrah? Number one. What's the problem with that? Well, it's so significant. Your calendar starts with a Hijrah, and the Quran doesn't even mention.
First of all, it's not so significant. It's not really significant, but it's
Is the persecution, is Muhammad's interaction with pagan Meccan Arabs significant or not?
It's of course, yeah.
But the Quran doesn't talk about it at all.
The last 30 or 40 the last Juz Amma, the last chapter of the Quran talks about this. Talks about that he was striving, he was doing this, he was doing that. So
Which one? Last chapter?
Surah 90 to 140.
And it mentions pagan Meccan Arabs?
It mentions the Jahiliyyah, the not knowledgeable people who are who are like praying to everything, praying to what is these?
Joseph, you need to pay attention right now. You need to pay attention. Now you are a German.
I'm a German.
Yeah,
That's the
it's a
reason why-
very.
That's the reason.
It's
that's
a
the
very.
reason why I find it hard to find some words. You know, that's I have to. I have to. Think.
But when you are German, it's a very precise description of who you are.
Yeah,
A very precise qualification of who you are.
yeah.
Did you say German Egyptian? 50-50.
Yeah, mixed.
It's a very precise. It's a very precise. Qualification. Yeah. German. You're not French. You're not English. You're German. Yeah. With me so far. I am asking such a precise question. Pagan, Meccan Arabs. Meccan Arabs. Pagan. Do you find one second? Do you find any evidence in the Quran to suggest Meccan Arabs who were into idolatry persecuted Muhammad or had interactions with Muhammad?
Yeah. You know you want the words pagan Arabs or you want the
Meccan Arabs.
Meccan or Meccan.
Any description in any
Okay,
way, shape, or
what
form.
is about the uncle of Prophet Muhammad? He was a Meccan pagan worshipper.
Who is the
Abu
uncle?
Lahab.
Abu Lahab. Who knows who he is?
His,
know how-
historian,
History.
history books.
Which
man.
one?
History books. You can
Which one?
You can read in every history book.
Which one?
Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya from Ibn Kathir.
When Ibn Kathir? When was Ibn Kathir written?
700 after I don't know.
In other words, late literature. In other words, late literature. And this is my point. You follow late literature, not the Quran. You see my point? I'm going to repeat the same point over and over again. You follow a religion which is a late
Where
invention.
is your cow?
Which cow? No, he's Christ. He's Christian.
He's
not-
Bangladesh was in one country. He put a cow.
He thinks Indians are all Hindus. He doesn't know.
No, he's Christian. He's Christian.
No, he's not a Christian.
What are you? What is
I am a Christian. Don't let him tell you who I am. I am telling you. I am telling you I'm a Christian. And he thinks, this is a popular Muslim joke. If you follow any Christian Muslim interaction in relation to an Indian, they'll always mention cow because this is a typical.
That's not a good way.
That's what they do. You have seen that today.
Not a good. Let him. If he says he's
But
Christian.
he said Muhammad a liar. Islam no good.
Did I say Muhammad is a liar?
Yeah, you
Did I say Muhammad is a
Yeah,
liar?
before, not now. I'm not a
Did I say Muhammad is a
No,
liar?
I don't know. Now but before maybe. Before,
He is a liar. He is a liar. There are plenty of videos of me.
what's your name in YouTube?
Operation Steven. You can interact with us. We do Wednesday live streams. You can interact with us. Operation OP. Yeah. Steven. Space Steven. STEPHEN. With a PH. No, STEPHEN. Yeah. So yeah, that. That one.
This one?
Yep. So you can. There's an email there in any of the videos,
Contact you there.
and catch up online Wednesday. Are you going to be in London or in Germany at that time?
London. Yeah.
Wednesday, 8
Or
p.m.
Wednesday, I don't know, but I will tell you. Who's this? Don't know. I will tell you, but I have you. You have the.
Yeah. My summary before you leave is very simply.
Yeah.
I challenge you that Islam. I challenge you. The Islam that you follow today is not even Quranic Islam. I challenge you.
And if I come on Wednesday, I will give
details.
Perfect.
Good to see you, Joseph. God's
It was a
blessings.
nice discussion. Respectful. That was good. Thank you. Have a nice.
See you later. Yeah, God's blessings.